Okay, so we've got this iStorm32-lite board. There you go. And I've put some flux on the board, and we're going to put this FPGA, which does the work at sending signals back and forth between the Amiga and the EMU68 bare metal CPU that's running on the Raspberry Pi. And so we going to fit this here like this, and I'm going to use this really big fat soldering iron, and let's go along and do that thing. I'll show you after we've well, first step first actually is to forgot to put the bit of layer of solder on the actual the pads. So I want to cover these pads with some solder evenly, and I'll do that in a second. Okay, so I've got a bit of a, I can get this into the camera range. Here we go. You can see a nice little ball of solder here, and we're gonna, if I can get the angle right. Here we go. Looking the focus right. This looks alright there. So basically, you want to go along these tracks, pretty much. I'd use a magnifying glass and do it quite close up, but basically we want to achieve a layer. See if I can see what we've done. Yeah, you can see. So you can see some of them are silver and others are not. Just going to make sure they're all sort of covered the same colour. Okay, so from here you can see on this row I've just started and stopped, so you can see there's like a little mound of solder on each one, and then these are still flat. So these ones here have all been so yeah, it's always mindful of this thing here. It's very easy to melt, so you need to be mindful where your soldering iron is. Okay, I'll finish it. Okay, it's a pretty good example. This one here has had all the, you can see the unevenness up in that far, the unevenness up in this far thing here at the end, and this one here you can tell it's just flat. It's actually a little indent. Each pad is actually set in so that the solder falls into the pad, and these ones here have got little mounds that we've made. Okay, so next, and also while I'm at it, I'll just use one of these things. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, let's put the chip on. Okay, so that's the size of connections that we're going to solder. It's okay because you're only really, so that the dot is going to go in this corner here. If I can bring it into focus, we'll see it. Yeah, something like that. And I'm going to put a lot of flux probably underneath it as well, so that's how it's going to sit in here. We're just going to line it up and run the soldering iron actually on each pin. You can do it, it's not that hard. So yeah, we just coat it with lots of flux, and now we're just going to start soldering. Okay, so the first steps is put the chip down, put the flux underneath, put some flux on top of these pins, and then you just tack sort of like, you've got to get it very, very lined up on all sides. Like it has to really be centered to make your life okay. And once you've got one side tacked down, and you sort of adjust it with another side, and then yeah, just do all the sides, make sure it's all lined up, check all the corners first, check all the pins are lined up, there's none bent. Then you can go ahead, put a bit more flux and maybe start rolling along it. If you put enough solder on the pads, then it should be okay if you just run it along. This looks good, so maybe I might be able to do it here. Give you an example. So I'll start with a clean soldering iron. Just want to keep it all in focus, and it's easy to watch on camera or what, but let's try. So you basically go along here, along the edges, like that, and you can see there's some action happening there. I'm going to have to focus on it. Yeah, you've seen it's really changed colours along here, so it means something started happening. Okay, so I've just sprayed it now. I've finished soldering, sprayed it with isopropyl, and brush it, and just have a check and see after I dry it whether or not there's anything blatantly missed. Okay, let's have a look. Let's check this out. Okay. So always got to check for shorts. It looks okay. So next thing to do is to put on this header. Okay, so these are Amiga 1200 trapdoor edge connectors with too many pins to think about. There's a lot of pins here. So you see, these all need to be soldered in.